We have a lot of experience, both in the academic domain, but also in the work that we do with public and private sector organisations who have wanted to use our knowledge and experience, partly in the training of their own decision makers, but partly also to advise them as to the best way to conduct a variety of different business practices, whether it be marketing, communications or whatever. Well, one good example of the research that we've been undertaking here in the centre is work on risk communication. Increasingly, whether it be food risk, risk of terrorism, or indeed financial risk, organisations, governments, advice bureaus all have to convey risk to the public so that they can make informed choices. So the new Food Standards Agency, as that agency was in the process of developing, we did a lot of work on trying to find better ways of communicating risk to all the stakeholders involved. One of the most important applications of our research over the last few years is in and around the concept of nudge. Nudge is a term that's been used by behavioural economists, but is largely based on good psychological research of the kind that we run in the business school. Nudge really comes from this idea that if we can present information in particular kinds of ways, then we will encourage, rather than dictating to people, we will encourage them to behave in appropriate means. Well, this area has excited me for maybe 30-odd years, and I've been working all that time trying to understand the different psychological aspects, how people make decisions, the thinking and reasoning processes that they use when they make decisions, the problems sometimes and the errors that they make whilst doing this, and then again how we can improve the quality of their thinking and reasoning. We're looking at some really interesting phenomena. I mean, human decision making is fascinating. The things that people do, the errors that they make, the assumptions that they make are quite extraordinary when you look at them. To be able to explain those is really interesting and important. But more than that, once you've got that knowledge, obviously then what one can do is actually to help people overcome these limitations and biases. And that's what we've been trying to do, both in terms of consultancy work, that one might work with organisations to help them to develop better procedures, but also to train people to think smarter.